Welcome friends to YOGATX. My name is Savannah and today we are going to be doing a full body flow. And these movements are something that I generally teach in my own yoga classes and they're some of my favorites, especially when they're done with breath. So I'm going to teach you a new way to breathe to go with these movements. We'll also be exploring some holds after our inhale and exhale. So that's just a little bit of what's coming up. But let's go ahead and start standing on our mat with our feet about hip width apart. Both of our hands can come to our belly, index fingers meeting at our navel. And this is what we call the exhale technique. So when you roll your shoulders onto your back, sit up a little bit prouder through your chest, soften your knees, strengthen your feet, close the eyes, and as you breathe in, let it come into the belly, ballooning it up, nice and full and round. As you exhale, draw in from your low abdomen up to your navel, almost like you are tightening a pair of pants that are way too tight. Inhale, let the belly balloon out, let it relax the belly muscles, come out nice and full. As you exhale, drawing in from the point of your pinky up to your index finger, almost like there's a belt between your hip points. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, drawing the low abdomen in, back towards the spine. Breathing just like this, see if you can stretch the breath out from 4 to 6 moments in and 4 to 6 moments out. Give yourself time for the breath to elongate so that you're not stressing the body. Maybe you notice by naturally lengthening your exhale first, your inhale will gently lengthen right thereafter. Exhale, draw the belly in, hold that there, bring the hands to the sides of the ribs, open up the eyes, and as you breathe in, fill up the ribs and the chest. Exhale, draw the belly in. This time as you breathe in, fill the ribs, the chest, and the belly. Exhale, drawing in, zipping up, relaxing the hands away from the hips. So next we're going to do an envelope breath. We're going to envelope the movement within the breath. We're going to let the breath start a moment before our movement. The movement's going to end, and then we're going to let the breath finish before we move it again. Start with the hands behind or besides the hips. Let the breath come in. About halfway through, start inflating the arms out and up. As soon as the breath in stops, draw in the belly to start your exhale. Allow the hands to lower. Finish the breath out. Start your breath in. Begin moving the arms. Finish the breath in. Initiate your exhale by drawing the belly in. Deflate the arms down. Finish the breath out, a couple rounds just like this. Keeping your neck in a neutral position, maybe closing the eyes if that helps you focus a little bit better. We'll add on here. Start the breath in, inflate the arms up. As you exhale, draw the belly in, soften the knees as you begin to fold. Lengthen the lower back, relax the back of the neck. As you inhale, open the arms out to a T. Peel the chest up first. Press through the big toes as you come to standing. Can you make your inhale last? Exhale, draw the belly in. Begin folding, lengthening the lower back, bending the knees, relaxing the back of the neck. End your breath out. Begin your breath in. Open the arms, press up to standing. Peel the chest up. Finish the breath in. Exhale, draw the navel in, begin folding, just like those balloons that we see at car dealerships. As you breathe in, the center of them gets super strong and long and tall. Same thing happens to our spine. And as you exhale, they begin to deflate out. Beautiful. Rest down into a fold for a couple moments. If you have 2 blocks with you, they might be really useful for this practice. You can also use water bottles, sturdy ones, not plastic, disposable ones, or some books. So those are all really nice options. We're gonna slide the left foot back, seal the heel down, press all the way up to standing. Bring the hands around the heart, straighten the front knee. As you breathe in, let it last for a moment before you start moving. The front knee bends, inflate the arms away from the midline. Keep filling up the chest. As soon as your exhale starts, draw the navel in, straighten the front leg, wrap the hands around the chest. Feeling the length of the breath, inhaling in, then starting your movement, inflating the arms out a little bit higher, pausing, hold the breath in, feel the ribs expand. Exhale, draw the belly in, wrap the hands around your heart. One more time just like that, starting your inhale here. Inflating the arms away, bending the knee. Hold the breath in, but feel the ribs continually expand. As you exhale, fold over the front leg. Bring both hands onto your blocks, your water bottles, or whatever you're using. You can even use a chair. There's so many options. Check in with the back foot. Pivot it in about 45 degrees. Take a breath in. Lengthen the back of the body by drawing the chin in and extending through the upper back. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Draw that right hip back. Simultaneously, can you press that left hip forward, squaring the hips to the mat? Inhale. Begin moving, front knee over the front ankle. Lengthen through the upper body. Exhale, draw the belly in, draw that right hip back. You can start folding over the leg. So just like before, notice what the breath does to your spine. As you breathe in, it becomes nice and long, extended, strong. As you exhale, the navel draws in for core support so that the spine can fold towards the leg. One more round, inhaling forward, taking your time. Maybe it's 3 to 6 seconds. Exhaling nice and slowly back. Pausing here, press down into the ground, into whatever you're using as your props today. Come onto your fingertips to lift a little bit higher. Draw that right hip back. Hug that egg in. Take 2 deep breaths here, maybe with micro bends in your knees. Gently bend into the front knee. Take a breath in. Plant that right hand. Peel the left hand up so that you're stacking your shoulders, opening your chest. If that right knee starts to drop in towards the midline, press it into the right arm or towards the right side of the mat. Peel that left side of your body up a little bit more. Take a breath in to lift the gaze to the fingertips. And as you exhale, start rotating the arm away from you, behind your lower back, lowering the gaze down to the big toe. Feel that length along the side of your neck. Hitting all those areas. Inhale, lift, rotate the arm up. Lift the gaze towards the fingertips. Exhale, rotate it away. Gently drop the gaze. Stay rooted through the feet, rooted through that right hand. I'll let you go on your own breath. Even here, can you envelope the movement within the breath? Let the breath start a moment before and finish a moment after. Gently release the left hand down to the left block. Straighten the front leg. Pivot the feet so that they're parallel, facing the side of the mat. And you can bring both of your blocks or just one block down to the mat. We'll take a bend in our knees, both hands to our hips. As you inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, the hands down. Walk the feet in so that they're a little bit wider than your hips width apart. Bring both of your hands to your hips. As you inhale, lift the left arm up. As you exhale, slowly lower the left hand down to the blocks. Take the gaze to the right. Inhale, lift up through the left hand. Exhale, lower it down to the hip. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, fold forward, draw the belly in, keep the hip points even. The gaze up. Inhale, inflate up. Open the arms out to a T. Exhale, left hand down, keep the hips even, take the gaze towards the right. If this is too intense on the shoulder, you can drop the hand back towards the hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right hand down. Roll the weight of your body into the outer edges of the foot. Maybe the left hand draws towards the hip. Take the gaze beyond the shoulder. Gently release down. Grab your 2 blocks or props. Pivot the feet to the top of the mat. Step the right foot back. Seal the heel down. Inhale all the way up, front leg straightens. Open the arms out to a T. As you exhale, draw the hands around the heart, draw the belly in to strengthen your lower abdomen. Roll down through the outer edges of the feet. Start your breath in. Reach the arms away from the midline. Feel the hips dropping down through the center line. Exhale, navel draws in, hands around the heart. Moving at your own breath. Noticing where your movement starts from, what your feet do here, what your legs are doing, and what your mind is doing. The next time you breathe in and come into Warrior One, hold the breath in at the top. Feel the ribs expanding. Exhale, draw the belly in, wrap the hands around the heart. We'll try that one more time. Inhale nice and slow, then start moving. As you come to the end of your breath, pause, feel the ribs expanding even wider. Exhale, fold over the front leg, both hands down to your blocks or your props. Make sure that back foot is pivoted in. Maybe you step the foot up a little bit. As you breathe in, find length through the upper back. So instead of rounding here, can you glide the shoulder blades down the back, draw the chin in, and press up through the back of the head as if there was a wall, a plank that you were pressing back up into. Breath in. And breath out to shift back. Left hip draws back, right hip shifts forward. Let your breath in start. The movement follows. Front knee bends. Lengthen through the upper back. Exhale, draw it back. Press that right hip forward. Feel the navel gradually drawing in throughout the entire breath. Inhale forward. Long spine. As you exhale, roll down through the right knife edge of your foot. Begin folding down toward your thigh. Pause here, press down through the fingertips. You can stay folded or you can press into the blocks or your props to find length through the upper body. Draw the chin in. Take 2 nice breaths. Inhale leans you forward, front knee bends, left hand plants. Peel the right arm up, stack the shoulders. Feel that right hip open up with you. Press that left leg into the left block, the left arm, or the left side of the mat, depending on where your arm is. Right arm is nice and open. Upper body opens towards the ceiling. If you're practicing outside, towards the sky. Roll down through the right knife edge of the foot. Take your breath in, inflate that arm up a little bit higher. Exhale, rotate that arm away from you. Pull it behind your lower back. Drop the gaze down to the big toe. Find that length on the right side of the neck. Start your breath in. Begin moving. Lift the right arm up. Gaze follows. Exhale begins. Draw the navel in. Pivot the arm away from you. Drop the gaze down. 2 more rounds on your own breath. Drop the right hand down to the block. Step the block to the side so that you can step the right foot up, about hips width apart. Bend the knees until you can touch your ankles with your hands. And when you inhale, sit the hips back. Try to tilt the tailbone up to keep the spine nice and long. Draw the chin in. Find a really long spine here. And as you exhale, draw the belly in. Begin lifting up through the sits bones. Let the weight of the head drop towards the mat. As you inhale, sit the hips back, roll the shoulders away from the ears, press the back of the head into that imaginary plank or wall, and exhale to release. And release both hands down onto the ground. Step the left foot back, coming down onto the left knee. You can pad up your mat, a double layer, to create some cushion for your legs. I know some yoga mats are very thin. You can also use a blanket or a towel. We'll step that right foot up so the ankle's right underneath our knee. Draw the belly in to lengthen the lower back. Give that left hip flexor a little juice. And as you breathe in, start to move the arms away from you. As you exhale, draw the belly in. Maybe you drop the hips down through the midline. If that knee shifts over your ankle, heel toe the foot forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Press into the right foot. Exhale, draw the elbows down, drop the hips down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, relax down. Let the shoulder blades glide down the back. Press the heart up. One more breath in, lift up, press through the right foot. As you exhale, drop the hands around the right foot. Go ahead and tuck the toes, bend the back knee, but hover it off the mat. Draw that right hip back and see if you can maybe flex the toes off the mat. That front knee can bend as well, depending on where you're at. Inhale, lean forward. Keep that left hand planted. Pivot the feet to the side of the mat. If you need space in between your hips, you can heel toe that right foot back or just away from you. Really press down through that left knife edge of your foot. So if you have a lazy ankle that won't be too comfortable for your knee and your hip, keep rooting down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, lower the hips as much as comfortable. You can always bend the bottom knee for some ease. Inhale, lift up. Hold the breath at the top. Exhale, lower down. Hold the breath at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale. Cartwheel the hands around to the top of the mat. Pivot the feet to face the top of the mat and go ahead and step that left foot up. The right foot will step back, knee drops down. Heel toe the foot forward. Rise up as you breathe in. Inflate the arms up. As you exhale, let the hips drop down. Pull the elbows alongside the body. Maybe you heel toe that front foot forward, cushioning the back knee if you need to. Inhale, lengthen up, press down through the left foot. Draw the chin in. Exhale, drop the hips. Draw the belly in as you lean back. Protect the lower back. Inhale, lengthens you up. Exhale, pull down. Release both hands around the left foot. Pop that right leg up. Take a bend in the back knee, hovering the knee off the mat. Draw the left hip back. Maybe the toes can flex up. This is a huge stretch for the bottom of your feet, the calves, the ankles, the thighs. Everything about this is really big. So be easy with it, nice and buoyant. Lean forward. Plant that right hand, pivot the feet all the way over towards the left. Again, if this feels uncomfortable, heel toe that left foot towards the back of the mat, or maybe away from you, away from that right thigh. Flex the right foot so that the heel is in line with the pinky. Press down through the right hand. Inhale the left arm up. Feel the ribs expand. Exhale, bend the bottom knee as you easy the lower down. Inhale to lift. Hold the breath at the top. Feel the ribs expanding. Exhale, lower. Hold the breath out. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Pivot the hands all the way to the top of the mat. Let the toes rotate to the top of the mat. Step the right foot up. Walk the hands back, nice and wide-legged fold, wider than the hips, maybe out to the width of the mat. Bring opposite hands to opposite elbows and let the body sway. Bring both hands to your hips. Draw the chin in. As you inhale, lift up through the upper body, peel the chest up, press down through the feet. And exhale, release the hands down. Roll the shoulders up and back. How do you feel? We're going to go ahead and separate the feet wider than the hips again. Let the toes point out. Drop the hips down for Malasana squat pose. Now, Malasana can be really intense on the shins if your heels lift off the mat. So you always have the option of, again, doubling up the mat, creating some cushion so that you can fill in the gap between your heels and the ground. A bolster works really well for that, as well as a towel or a blanket. Anything you can think of works well. Bring both of your hands towards your heart. Hook the outer edges of the arms on the inner edges of the thighs, and see if you can roll the feet to the pinky knife edges so that we're not just rolling inward, we're rolling out. This will give you a little lift in the pose as well. Press the thumbs into the sternum. Catch that egg between your chin and your chest. Take 2 deep breaths. Let the right hand reach out, then drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Let the chin roll down and up. And bring the right hand back. Center the gaze, reach the left hand out. Right ear drops towards your right shoulder. Let that scan up and down. And both hands down to the mat, maybe behind the hips to lower yourself down. Stretch the feet out in front of you and slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Inhale the arms up and over your head. Press down through the feet. See if you can feel your big toes all the way to your pinky toes grounding into the mat. And as you inhale, lift up the hips, press down through the back of the hands. Keep pressing down through the big toes. And as you exhale, lower the hands alongside the hips towards the ground. Inhale, breathing into the ribs, lifting the arms and the hips. Holding the breath in. Exhale, lowering the hands and the hips together. And then finishing the breath out. Pausing with the breath out. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Pause here for your breath in. Separate the feet. Bring the hands away from your chest, palms flipped up. As you inhale, let that right knee come out to the side. Press down through the left foot. Exhale, draw the belly in. Draw that right knee all the way back up. Inhale, left knee comes out. That right foot is your anchor. Press down. Exhale, navel draws in. That leads the knee up. Inhale. Letting your movement follow. Right knee comes out. Finishing the breath in. Begin your breath out. Draw the navel in. Allow the knee to come back up. One more round. Inhale. Begin your movement. Finish your movement. Finish your breath. Exhale, navel draws in. Lift the knee up. Finish your breath out. And draw the knees into your chest. Rock the lower body from side to side. Give your lower back a little massage. And then we'll cross our right knee over our left knee. Hug around your knees. Draw the chin in for a little stretch through the sides of the neck if you let your arms lengthen away from you. If you want to focus even deeper into the hips, you can bring your hands towards the feet and draw them towards the hips. Just taking a couple breaths here. This is a really nice stretch to get into the depths of your hips. And go ahead and release. Switch the legs, left knee stacks on top of the right, reaching up for the knees, tucking the chin in for some neck stretch, or going deeper into the hips by reaching the hands towards the feet. Now you could even try this video on multiple days and see which stretches you like more, what days your body holds tension where. Sometimes I like to go deeper in the hips. Sometimes my neck is all I feel complaining. So it's nice to have options. Unwind the feet. Release the feet down to the mat. Windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Lift the knees up and extend the legs out. If your lower back is tender, You can always put a blanket underneath the knee so that you don't have a sprung spine with your lower back arched so far off the ground. For some people, it's easier to lengthen out the lower back with a bolster or a towel or blanket underneath their knees. Start to allow the weight of the body to sink into the ground. And imagine as if you could release more of your weight with each one of your exhales. Almost like you're melting a little bit more every time you breathe out, spreading off of your mat into the rest of your room. And then pausing in that space at the end of your exhales. Keeping your eyes closed as you begin to sense the world around you again. Every time we pay our inner world a little visit and do some housekeeping, some sweeping, some cleaning, decluttering within our body, it appears that the outer world gets a little bit clearer and cleaner as well. I like to use the analogy of Windexing your window, cleansing the lens that you look out of. Sometimes our neighbor's yard isn't so dirty, our window's just a little mucky. Go ahead and draw the knees into the chest. Draw the navel in for some core support. Wrap the hands around the shins and rock the body from side to side. And when you feel called to, gently lift back up to your seat. Come back to this house of your body. Stack the muscles, the bones into a really nice, tall shape. Bring both hands towards your sternum, press the thumbs into your chest, and know that no matter the way and no matter the obstacle, the light and the love within me will always strive to find and cultivate the light and the love naturally growing within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. If you'd like to delve into some more of our exclusive content, you can go to our website at yogatx.org. I myself will have a video coming out in September. So watch for it. I'll be here for you. If you have any suggestions from here until then, you can drop them in the comments. Let me know how things are going for you. You can also catch me doing my personal workshops and my live classes at shaktiyogatherapy.com or my Instagram at Savannah. Have a great day, yogis. Namaste.